Ken. This is my Michigan versus Ohio State pregame analysis. Before I get into things too much, remember to like, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification bell down below. You know the drill, and I appreciate it. This one, I'm not very hopeful. I hate to say that, but after watching Ohio State decimate Michigan State, it's hard to take a lot of confidence into this one. It really is. We do have some things going for us that could make this a better matchup for us than it was for Michigan State. But there's some downside that, I thought where Michigan State would capitalize, where we would struggle, and vice versa. And I don't know. I really don't know how it's going to play out. My predictions, I believe that Ohio State is going to win by 17. I do. We're not there yet. I don't think we're there yet. We are not to Ohio State's level yet. But I also don't think we're going to get blown out like we have in the last couple years. So I'm gonna take Ohio State by 17. I am going to take Michigan's rushing game for over 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. And I think Michigan's defense is going to get 4 sacks. I think they will get even more. Hiccups. I think they'll get even more pressure on C.J. Stroud, but I think they'll come away with 4 sacks. And you would think with stats like that you'd have a shot at winning the game, and maybe they will, but I expect us to run the football a lot. You got to find a way to keep the ball away from Ohio State, and the best way to do that is to run. The struggle there could be, can you run? I think Michigan State wanted to run early, and it just wasn't there. They were selling out to stop the run. I expect them to sell out to stop the run against Michigan because ain't nobody in the country afraid of Cade McNamara, nor should they be. So expect a lot of people in the box. It could be difficult to run, but also you can't do what Michigan State did and just give up on it. Running is what we do, and if you want any shot in this one, you're going to have to stick to your guns and run the football. I don't think you come out of running the football unless you get into the third and you're down 21. Then maybe you have to change things up just because you're starting to run out of time. But in the first half, I don't care if they jump up 14-0. I don't care if they jump up 21-0. You have to run the football. It's no option. You are not going to be able to keep pace with Ohio State's offense. You are not built like that. I do think we are built to stop their passing attack a little bit better than Michigan State is, just because we've played a little bit better on the back end. However, and we can generate more pressure with Hutchinson and Ajabo. But, I mean, do we have NFL caliber corners? Not yet. They're not there yet. But Ohio State has 3 NFL ready wide receivers, in my opinion. That's tough. That's a tough matchup. They got a great freshman running back. C.J. Stroud is hitting his stride. He had more touchdowns than incompletions against Michigan State. You better bring your A game, and we better find a way to get after C.J. Stroud, because if you let him sit back in the pocket, he will destroy you. No doubt about it. This is not the same guy who started the season unsure of himself, trying to settle in, figure out how he fits within the offense. He's got to figure it out. He's playing his best ball right now, as you should be as the year comes to a close. So you better bring your A game or you're going to get destroyed. I think even with our A game, we're closing the gap to maybe losing by 7 or 10. I still don't, even if we play a great game. Obviously, anything can happen. That's why they play the games. You never know. But it's going to take a Herculean effort for us to beat Ohio State. We just don't have the talent across the board that they have. I don't see it. I do think Hutchinson and Ajabo could apply some pressure to C.J. Stroud and make their life difficult. But will it be consistent enough? Probably not. Cade McNamara is going to have to continue to take care of the football, but even above and beyond that, he's going to have to find a way to make plays in this one. Things aren't going to be there. This Ohio State defense is also playing better than where they started the year, so you're going to have to find a way to just make something happen, and I don't think Cade McNamara is that guy. I haven't seen it out of him. So that scares me a bit, obviously. I mean, he does take care of the football. He throws some nice passes when they're like crossing routes and things like that, but you're going to have to take some deep shots, and he just can't dial that in. He hasn't been able to all year. I don't see any reason why all of a sudden it's finally going to click and it's all going to come together. It doesn't work like that. So yeah, it's going to be a struggle. This one's going to be tough. I'm not overly confident going into this one. Ohio State is your measuring stick, right? If you want to make it to Big Ten championships, and if you want to make it to the playoffs and contend for national championships, Ohio State's your measuring stick. They are. And we're going to find out real quick if Michigan's even close yet. And quite frankly, I think they're getting there. Not there yet. We have a lot of young guys that we are relying on this year. So I think I think the future is looking pretty good for Michigan, but I don't think that the program is where everybody thought it would be to this point. And I don't think we're at an Ohio State level. We're not there yet. So that's it. I don't know what else to really say about this one. We're going to have to play keep away, and the defense is going to have to not get burnt on those big plays. You have to try to make them execute for long drives and hope that they make mistakes here or there, hurt themselves with penalties, create turnovers, bog them down in the red zone so they have to take field goals, something like that. That's got to be the game plan going in. It's easier said than done. I'm not sure they're going to be able to find a way to do all those things. So for those reasons, I am taking Ohio State to win by 17. I will take Michigan's rushing attack to go over 200 yards and 3 touchdowns because they're going to have to. You're going to have to find a way to run the football. So, yeah, I'm going to take that, and I'm going to say Michigan gets 4 sacks in this one. I think they got the talent to apply some pressure, but I'm not sure that pressure is going to be consistent enough for an entire game to really make the difference that people are hoping that it's going to. So those are my predictions. Those are my thoughts on the game. Ohio State's the cream of the crop in the Big Ten. Everybody knows that. Nobody's going to expect Michigan to win this one. Yeah, it helps that Michigan's at home, but, I mean, honestly, if you boil it down to the Jimmies and the Joes, the Wolverines, we don't have them. We don't have them yet, not to the level that Ohio State has them, not as many that Ohio State has. So it's hard to pick Michigan in this one. It really is. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, I would love to take Michigan in this one and be confident going in. And yeah, we can totally win this game. I just don't see. I think this game especially is a game where you need a playmaker at the playmaker at the quarterback position, and we just don't have one right now. So it is what it is. We'll see how everything shakes out. There's always a chance. That's why they play the games, and upsets happen every weekend in college football. So maybe it's Michigan's time to get lucky and get one over the top. But I don't see it. But we'll have to see how everything shakes out. So remember, all love, all the time. Peace.